Stadium in Iowa City. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Washington Huskies and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Huskies head coach. This running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered each and every week. We see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15. They are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Looking for the edge. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage, and this defense gets off to a good start.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. There's some daylight. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They want to run this quarterback. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The easy way to convert on 3rd down, the penalty moves the sticks. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Keeps it himself. Got an alley. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. This is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
To the right. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
Third down coming here, and they need to get it out to the 44. From the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you set yourself up now to go. Here and keep this drive alive.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Fourth down, Williams makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Williams. The screen, he can go. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll try it over the left side. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
And the Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. On the move. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the deep.
On the move at the 30. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. On play action. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Washington. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's a give to Malton. Crosses the 30, he's got away. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Hawkeye. Excellent pass by the back on the option. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. Oh, they block it. Now he can return this. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off.
Washington 7, Iowa 6. Number 41 set to kick this one away.
Oh, right through his fingers, he muffed it. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better, Dave.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead, put a drive together here and build on that lead.
The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's a give to Washington. Turning it on. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Long way to go on second down. Williams. Look out. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
He's taken down at the 40. And first down for the offense.
Washington has a lot of things working. Set up with another first down. Sends it back in motion. Williams will pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the D on third down. Looking for space. It's Carr. Enough to move the chains. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Play fake, Williams. Throws toward the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Huskies. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Interesting decision here, but if they make the 2, it'll be a 2-possession game and a 9-point lead. He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion makes it a 2-possession game and a 9-point lead. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Sweet cut there. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. You count up those explosive plays in a game and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Can't get him to the ground. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Week 12, you get through this far, you just hate to see it. We'll have Holly check on this injury a bit later on. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They were all over it.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Motion from the back. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Changing the routes with his receivers. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Well, this defense has their hands full with him on this drive. And that DB, I'll tell you, he may have saved a touchdown with that tackle. When you've got speed like this running back has, if he gets in the 2nd level, a lot of people start to hold their breath because it could be a house call. And you know they're going to keep giving him the football here in the drive. Up front, this defense has got to get a lot more physical.
Trying to get the corner. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On the option. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Great job by the defense that time. One of the best things you can do against a team trying to run option is get penetration. Because when you get penetration on the quarterback, you disrupt the relationship between him and the pitch guy, and you saw it happen that time. The pitch guy ends up getting it, but everything's discombobulated. He's way behind the line of scrimmage, nowhere to go, and it's a big negative play.
Tries to do it himself. Nowhere to run. He loses a ton of yardage, and they cannot convert on 4th down.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that 1st down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the 1st down marker. Turnover on downs.
Williams. Here comes the heat. He's going to take off. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Williams looking for a man. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Quarterback keeps it. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. Iowa spends his 2nd time out here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot it. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Wants to throw one first. He'll pull it down and run. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint. But does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the first down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They give it to him again. Not much happening on that one. Maybe made it back to the line of scrimmage as the clock continues to move here late in the half. It's 3rd down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Colorado taking on the number 19 team, the Houston Cougars. And it's the Buffs coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Play action with Williams. Trying to beat the D deep. Pulls it in on the left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And that's a first down for the offense.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Quick give. It's Washington. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Washington. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
To the back. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Washington, 21, Iowa, 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has the ball back on offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Powers through the defender. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Takes the handoff, it's Phillips. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got a little space. Finding some room. The 50. He's at the 30. Inside the... and he scores! Touchdown, Iowa!
And on third down, this offense comes up clutch. Man, you think you're handing the football off on third down and short just to go get the first down? How about the back, man? Great vision, gets past the first line, kicks it in gear, and makes the huge, long touchdown run.
And after the extra point, it's a one-possession game, down 21-13. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finishing touch, courtesy of that 75-yard run to the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He's dropped.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Trying to squeak through the pile. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebackers swarming it?
It's a fake. He wants to throw. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And that is such a great job by the head coach deciding to go for it there on the fake punt. And that's one of those fake punts that they've probably had in their playbook now for several weeks, but you gotta have the perfect look defensively to run it. The up man gets the snap, a nice accurate throw, picking up,
fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's Williams to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it inside the 15. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
First and goal, Washington.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Washington. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. Bringing it back. He gets a block. He's chased out of bounds, but man, does that return set them up with spectacular field position at the plus 46. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Second down, going to throw it. Floats it out in space. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short, and teams want to make their move in the rankings. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Sees an alley. Showing off the arms. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Stepping to the right. Got a man. It's Yates. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a 1-possession game. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game. Caught, and he's got room. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. Defense in press coverage. Here's a give to Washington. nowhere to go.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Throwing, Williams. Fires to the middle. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now this offense has a chance late. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20.
Here we go. Go.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Leaves it in his belly. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And now on 3rd down after that last run. The ride. Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on 3rd along with the run, and nothing doing. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Husky who has yet to get up. A senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out there and ready to go. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Williams on the play fake. Still looking to his right. Unloads to the wide out. Out wide right, it's Moss. Snags it, and there's running room. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Huskies come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Knocked down immediately.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Washington. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And this is a moment with the lead late on third down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this first down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He'll try to get to the marker himself. The offense coughs it up, and the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. First play of this drive. Rush is on. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Gets the back moving. Got some green grass. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing, you're trying an outside run. It's a slow developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds. He wasn't able to do it, and now the clock is ticking and ticking away. That is just not the right play call in this 2-minute situation.
Pulls it. Sees a crease. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking for the edge. Keeps it looking for the edge. Only a pickup of a yard, and that's just not helping much at this point. At least the clock is stopped.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Selling the fake. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. This quarterback happy enough to take a knee and head to the locker room, but the defense still does have a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.